Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Abby X. My actual name is just Laura, and today we are making a family home, my wonderful favourite thing in the entire world. So yes, we are making a custom-made family home for another simmer. As you guys know, I do custom builds for other simmers, and this was one of them. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I did follow two reference images for this, so I have a reference image for the front of this house and one for the back, and I also made sections of it up to tie in with the game and the requirements of the other simmer. So yes, this is a family home for 5 sims, I do believe. It's for 2 parents, 2 teenage girls, one who's very girly and likes pink, and one who's like a gothic gamer girl, and there is a nursery as well. So it's for 5 sims in total. I really like the shape of this house. It did take me quite a while to get the exterior correct. It worked out in the end, but the levels were a bit of a problem because there was a fireplace on the exterior of this little building that I'm working on right now, and it just wasn't having any of it. We made it work in the end, but yeah, it was a bit fiddly, but it's fine. I really love the shape of this house. I like that sort of style home. Is kind of, I'm not sure what era it's from, but it's quite an old-fashioned style. My grandparents had a house quite similar when I was little. It's got those windows that have loads of little boxes, you know, like it's kind of like 8 little boxes I think they have on it. Also, I apologise guys, every single build video I've done lately I feel like I sound really like snozzily. That's now a word, snozzily. I'm not quite sure why. I think I've got hay fever, but like it shouldn't be like this right now because it's literally now autumn. As soon as it hits September, I'm like, it's autumn, I don't care anymore, I'm done with summer. It's not even warm here. I hear a lot of people complain about the summer in America because it's like, it's so hot. But we barely even had a summer, and now it's already autumn again, so welcome back, rain. In saying that, it is actually quite sunny today, for a first. I keep doing that, guys. I keep leaning on my desk and it makes the most strangest sound. I need to stop doing it. Anyway, back to the build. Sidetracked as usual. I decided to use this like white driveway. I don't usually use white. I use the grey one from Eco Lifestyle, but I decided to use white for a change, and I actually really like it. I think it works well with this house. I wasn't too sure on a colour scheme initially for this home, but I do actually really like it. I think it looks nice in the end, but as usual I do struggle a little bit with the colour scheme of the exterior of my builds in the beginning. I tend to do most of it off camera, but I decided to include some of it today. It does take me quite a while to get the colour scheme for what I envisage it for, but yeah, I do like it. It's a very pale colour. It's not like overwhelming, you know, like I feel sometimes I'll do like brown builds and they're kind of like quite dark, but I like how Scandinavian and a bit rustic this home is, as well as kind of like the old-fashioned style. I just really like it. I'd love to live in a house like this myself. My home is definitely similar style in terms of quite rustic and white. A lot of white. Everything's beach themed in my parents' home. But yeah, I just really like it. I don't really know what to say about the exterior other than I really like it. It did take me quite a while to do this build because it is massive. As usual, I keep doing these massive builds, but I adore them, so it's fine. The upstairs is quite small. Well, not small, but in comparison to the entire house, it is quite small. I wasn't sure how to do the layout initially because the person requested that the teenage girls have a joint bathroom that like joins their bedrooms together, so I wasn't really sure how to lay that out initially, but I think it looks nice in the end. I'm absolutely obsessed with the pink girls bedroom. The request, as I said at the beginning, was for a very girly girl and a gothic gamer girl. I'm more of the gothic gamer girl in real life, but I think the pink room just looks like spectacular in Sims. I don't know why, I just like using pink in the game. I just think it makes everything look really like pretty and sweet, and I don't know, I'd never do it in real life. I'd never have pink. My bedroom wall up until this year, just one of them, not all of them, thank goodness, was pink, and it was from when I was little. And I have absolutely zero interest in pink now. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I like using it for design elements, but like other than that, not an inkling of interest in pink whatsoever. So I was glad to see that go. But in game, I like making stuff that's pink, and I tend to do it too much, which I sometimes feel like is kind of like, in this day and age, I shouldn't just use pink for like girl stuff. It's kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like I should be more forward than that, but I just like the colour in the game. It's nothing about gender or age or anything, I just like the pink. I feel like these days you have to be like really careful on the internet. You have to like do things that like kind of like fits in with everybody, and you have to make sure that everyone's comfortable and happy with what you're doing, even in a game, you know? Like I sometimes feel like when you place, like, I'm glad they've got like new toilet doors and such, because the ones that they had in the game, which were for any gender or whatever, were see-through. And I was like, well, I don't want to use them because they're see-through and it just seems inappropriate, but I want ones that are for everybody, especially in game, because it's really annoying finding a specific toilet, isn't it? Like, I just feel like it's really hard in this community of the internet to be so on the ball constantly about doing and saying the right thing. And I'm all for anything. Anyone do what they want. As long as you're a nice person, do what you like. It's your life. What's it to anyone else? You shouldn't have to tell anyone anything. You just be a good person. It is what it is. But I feel like the internet twists things a lot. And even yesterday, a drama guys on Instagram, I made some comment just saying about how people were complaining about the new kits, and I was like, why can't you just be grateful? Like, I get some people don't like them, but if you don't like it, just don't say anything or just don't buy it. It's only a £5, you know, but people just like to complain about everything and they kick off, and this is probably a controversial voiceover, but I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned. I just feel like if you don't like something, just don't buy it. I don't see how that's difficult. I mean, sure, like, if I didn't like something, I'd probably tell my mum or, like, my best friend or my fiancé, but, like, I wouldn't go and, like, broadcast it to the world, because I just don't see the point. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyway, back to the build. I'm rambling. We're now working on the lounge. It's a really nice open space. I feel like it's like really fresh looking, you know, it feels very clean and crisp, and just, I really like it. The person did request an office space, and we do have this little room off to the right which can be used as an office space, but I did include the desk and the computer in this room in a second. I feel like it was kind of fitting. It felt very like cozy and welcoming, and a place that you'd want to work on the computer and just relax. I don't know, I just liked it. I really wish my allergies would stop, guys. It's kind of driving me crazy. I hate sound like this in the voiceovers though. I'm like, I listen to it back, I'm like, girl, you sound so bummed up. I'm like Monica off Friends right now. Would she pretend she's not ill? I'm not ill, but just snozzling. It's now a word. Now we're working on the upstairs. I adore this nursery. I think it is really cute. I think it's really simplistic and just really sweet and simple. That's how I like to do the nurseries. There isn't any particular gender for this room. It's a gender neutral bedroom. There isn't a baby yet. I just like doing the infant bedrooms. I know technically they need a bassinet first, but they're like a baby for a day, you know, like, I just age them up. I have been playing off camera the last 2 days, doing actual gameplay, which is the first. I never ever allow myself to play because I'm always building, and I do this as my job now, so it's like any time that I'm in game is kind of like, not that it's not relaxing, but it's now my business, you know, like, it's not something I do for fun very often. It's more, not that I don't enjoy it, but I hope you guys know what I mean. It's like, it's work. Even though it's fun, it's work. So sometimes it's nice to just game without the camera on and without having to speak or voiceover, and just chill out, you know? I just like that. My Origin EA app just closed. Had a funny turn, I don't know what happened then. Went all over the screen. I was like, what is happening? And again, leaning on my desk, need to stop. I really like these cupboards lately, guys. I keep using them. Oh, also, I put the chair behind the pillows to look like a little bit of like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a headrest thing on the bed, you know what I mean? But it's still functional and I think it looks cute, so I included that. And I really like this room. It feels very Scandinavian and like bohemian. I just really like this room. But yeah, now we're moving on to the teenage girls room. This is of course the gothic gamer girls room. There's not a lot of clutter because I kind of feel like she was more into just her games. You know, she doesn't really have like a lot of stuff necessarily. She just has her rock guitar and her acoustic guitar, and she's got her gaming and she's all set. I thought I'd include a bit of purple in here because it was a bit dark, as you can tell. I kind of feel like when I went through my gothic stage in college, purple was like the go-to colour. It was always like dark purple lipstick and eyeliner. I didn't go through like a major gothic stage, but like, you know, I feel like everyone kind of has to experience it slightly. It was just me. But yeah, it's definitely more my style, this room is. Maybe not the rug. I'm not really into animal prints, but other than that, I quite like this room. It's a bit too dark, of course. I wouldn't live in like a black room, but like, you know, this is the polar opposite of my personality, now this pink room. But I do really like it. I think it's gorgeous for the game. This bed from high school years is stunning. I adore it so much. I'll use it in every single one of my teen bedrooms if I can. I just think it's really pretty. Of course, this build is entirely functional as well, guys, so feel free to download it on my gallery at Laura Abbey X. And yeah, I just love it. I love this mirror. The high school years mirror is honestly one of my favourite items in the entire game. I just think it ties every room together and it looks really good with pastel pink, like next to that wardrobe. I just think it's stunning. Like, how adorable is this room? Like, I just can't. I just love it so much. I decided to add a lot of clutter in here. I wanted to make this clip quite long because I wanted to add lots of clutter, and I was like, well, we'll just go for it. We'll make this clip really long. It's actually 8 minutes long, or 9 minutes, but I sped it up, which is quite a long time for me. Usually I spend around like 6 minutes on a room-ish. But yeah, I decided to go all out for this room, and I'm very glad that I did because it's gorgeous. But yes, that is where I'm going to end the voiceover for today, guys. There's one little clip left and some photos, but most of my photos will be over on my Instagram, so feel free to go and check that out. And I'm now uploading building reels to my Instagram every single day, if I can. It's my new goal to try and upload every single day a reel to Instagram because I'm loving it. I think it is so fun and it's really simple to do, so I don't know why I haven't done it before, but silly me. But at least we're on to it now, so we've made progress and that is what I'm going to be doing. So if you would like to see my little reels, feel free to come over to my Instagram and say hey. And yeah, that is all for today, guys. Stay around for the screenshots at the end. There's about 7 pictures, I think, of the build and the floor plans if you guys do want to screenshot those as well. And yeah, that is all for today, guys. I hope you all have the most wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around.